Hello, it's Sadie. I wanted to come on and do a quick divine masculine energy reading for the energy that I'm picking up on very, very strongly. I am going to put trigger warning because some of the message that came through can be very, very triggering for some. And it's a message that's said with love, but it is a message that needs to be said. And so with that, let's get into the energy. We have the Death card. There's a lot of change. There's a lot of transformation happening for the masculine at this time. Changes and situations that are beyond their control. For some, even if their life seems on the outside status quo, they're going through huge inner changes, huge inner transformations. Just feeling like they don't really fit and belong. Romanticizing the past, but not able to get back that feeling. You know, it's kind of like when you've outgrown something, but you stay in it and it starts to just bring you anxiety and unhappiness. And so that's where the masculine is at, a lot of them. The other thing too is some could be dealing with physical death and illness of people close to them, and others are being faced with this energy of death where it's sort of bringing them to a point spiritually where they have to face their greatest fears and they're going through a lot of challenge. And so there's a lot of heavy energy around the masculine. The energy of contrast is very, very strong. If you didn't watch the Divine Feminine video, I'll briefly get into contrast. Contrast is polarity, and it is, you know, the light and the dark, the good and the bad, the hot and the cold. We live in a dualistic nature because we are in this earth realm, and so the variance of polarity can be the extremes of polarity. You can have bliss and you can have suffering. And so a lot of them are being made uncomfortable right now because it's time for them to transform. It's time for them to grow. It's time for them to become the masculine, the divine masculine that they were meant to be, that they incarnated to be at this time. And so because of that, there's a lot of challenging energies, or even just being dealt with physical challenges in finances, challenges in relationships. The things that used to work for them no longer working for them. One of the things though that it has changed is it's changed their sort of feeling and perception towards the feminine. A lot of them, this is how they feel about this connection. They feel like it's too much. They feel like it's too heavy. Even though many are trying to hold on to it, many want to let it go because they feel like it would be easier to grow, to heal, to move forward if they're not carrying the burden of this connection. And so the message that came through is for many, and this is the message for the divine feminine, okay? Many divine masculines run because of the pressure of you wanting them to be, or needing them to show up for you in a way that is something they are not capable of doing at this time. And so that's why a lot of them run away, they ghost you, they, you know, are back and forth. It's because the feminine needs to allow the divine masculine to be who they are rather than be who the feminine wants them to be. All right. We are electromagnetic beings. There is a masculine charge and a feminine charge within all of us. And for the feminine, it's like the moon energy. It's what attracts. the masculine is the sun energy. It's the active energy. And part of the reason why the wires get crossed, so to speak, or why the masculine runs away is because the feminine becomes the chaser and tries to embody that masculine energy and not embody their natural receptive energy. And so what's really, really important for the divine feminine right now is to take a step back and really just allow yourself to be receptive to all the energy, to all your feelings, instead of trying to force something. Flow with the energy currently. Allow it to be what it's going to be. Even the masculine, where they're at, that's not a reflection of you. It's not a reflection of their love for you or them feeling this connection as well. It's just a reflection of they're growing, they're learning, and they have to hold themselves and sort of find themselves, find who they are now. Because again, they're going through this massive transformation cycle where nothing seems to fit anymore. Nothing seems to work anymore. They're not getting the same pleasure, the same joy, the same happiness that they used to get doing the things that they used to do. They understand at a soul level, and some of them are really starting to recognize on a conscious level that things have changed and they need to change. But they're holding on to old fears, old anxieties, old doubts, and, all of this energy. Some of them are holding on for dear life because they do not want to give up that identity, because it is scary and terrifying to embrace the new and step into the portal of death and be reborn. And they're just not ready to do it. All right. But the problem with the feminine, when you project your need on them, when you're projecting your emotions on them, when you're wanting energetically for them to be there for you, or for them to show up for you in the way that you need them to show up, you're placing an extra set of wands on them. So this is how the masculine feels right now. Their own 10 of wands that they have to carry, and then carrying yours too. It's too much pressure. So for many of them, they're sort of in a position where they want to walk away from this. They want to let go of the pressure. They want to move on from this. They want to do it so that they can transform, so that they can heal. Here's the other message that came through for the feminine, and I'll use this as the feminine energy. This process is hard enough for us, right? Each and every single one of us at different times on this journey have really, really struggled. Even me, I'm like, it's too much. It's just the things that I have to go through, the things that I have been through, it's just too much. And yet, because we're in a space where we are accepting of our feelings and healing and growing spiritually and doing the work, we still continue to move forward. But for the masculines, especially those who have not fully woken up yet, have not fully come to face and acknowledge their true self yet, this is a doubly terrifying experience for them. And so we as the feminine have to really have more compassion for the divine masculine and what they're going through. We are the way showers. We are the lighthouse. And this is a time where it's so, so important to just allow things to naturally evolve the way they're going to, allow the process to be what it is, and to love ourselves unconditionally. To love ourselves unconditionally through this process, through our pain, through our hurt, and to love the divine masculine unconditionally as well. Because if we can do that, this love will heal all. It'll help the masculine go through their transformation process. And it'll open up the door to love. Right now, they're in this space. So when you're in this heavy, dense space, you can't get to this space. It's impossible. This has to be healed, cleared, let go of to get here. And so if you feel like your person is walked away with other people, not giving you what you need, understand that they're in a process where they need to let go so that they can transform and be open to this love. Okay? So really, really important just right now for the feminine to let go as well. Let it go. Let go of your hurt. Let go of your anger. Do forgiveness work. Let go of your expectation that you and the pressure that you are putting on the other. Just let it all go. Let it all go. And anchor in this love. Anchor in this love for spirit. Anchor in this love for self. You know, the biggest misconception about the twin flame experience is that it's about the relationship. No, it's about the relationship with you and spirit first. It's you becoming the best version of yourself. It's you awakening to remember that you are spirit embodied. And once you do that, you access this higher love, you access this unconditional love. And as you do that and you embody it truly, you're no longer needing to put your pressure, your fears, your insecurities on the other because you've healed. All right. So with that, let's get into the tarot real quick. I'm going to use the Thelema Tarot today. Higher self, Holy Spirit, guides and guardians of unconditional love and light. Where is the current energy between the divine feminine and divine masculine? That flew out reversed. I'm going to read it reversed. And excuse the background noise, just everybody's up getting ready for school and work. Yeah. All right. So first card that flew out was the Four of Swords. There's a lot of healing taking place. And the masculine is exactly where they need to be, as well as you are. This is a time to heal. Separation is a blessing in disguise. It is a divine gift. It allows you to heal. It allows you to come into your own energy and truly embody your own truth. And as you do that, you're actually energetic, helping the other to do the same. So allow this time where you are on your own. Don't look at it as being alone. Look at it as this is like the healing cocoon that Spirit has wrapped you in at this time so that you can evolve. Because once you take the healing process and allow yourself to do it, you have the Ace of Cups, the cup of that unconditional love runneth over. Love becomes your full experience. It will reflect to you in every experience that you have, including the experience with your divine counterpart. Again, though, have to go through the healing process to get to this beautiful opening of love. But the opening of love starts with the opening of your heart to your divinity and really experiencing that divine love, embodying that higher love, and then manifesting it into form, whether it's with your divine counterpart or with another soulmate who is available for this love. We have the Emperor, which is divine masculine. They're going through their healing process too. And you have to allow them, whatever that looks like, you have to allow them and not put the pressure on them. But they're coming into a lot of reflection, a lot of healing, and opening up their heart. They are doing that. So trust and believe that this process is happening no matter what it looks like on the surface. Yes, it's very intense and it's very hard for both sides. Have compassion for yourself, have compassion for the other. Because this energy of lack, this card flew out reverse. Lack, fear, doubt, this is clearing out. This is part of what needs to heal in the masculine. Feeling like they're enough for you, feeling worthy for this connection, feeling worthy for this love, feeling stable in love in general. This is what's clearing out. And this is what's manifesting. You go from the 5 of Pentacles to the 9 of Pentacles. Independence, joy, an abundance of love, an abundance of everything that is needed and wanted in life, living this free, beautiful energy. But there is a transformation that needs to take place. You have to let go of this energy of lack and fear and enter into the energy of abundance. And both sides are doing it in different ways. And when I'm saying abundance, I'm not just talking about money and wealth, but that, yes, that's one of the things that will manifest as healing takes place. But it's also an abundance of love. I love this Ace of Cups because this cup is just overflowed. It is the overflow of love. It is the overflow of grace. It is the overflow of emotion, affection, happiness, joy. We all can reach these bliss states if we allow ourselves to heal. And with this Death card, things are transforming. This connection is transforming. Allow it to evolve. For those of you who have been with your person in the past, let go of how the past was. Both of you are not the same people you were in the past, so do not try to recreate that. Try to recreate and enter into something that's brand new, because it'll be even better. And this Death energy is moving things. It's the stuck energy is moving out. Things are clearing, but the stuck energy will move out once you can change your perspective, once you can shift your energy and see things from a different light. So with that, we're going to tap into some messages for the Divine Feminine right now. Higher Self, Holy Spirit, what other messages do you want? Love songs flew out. So some of you definitely still hearing songs, still hearing lyrics. They are always communicating with you. You guys are always connected. Union. This is possible. This is happening. But again, everybody's got to go through their healing experience to get here. One final message for the Divine Feminine. Joy. Embrace joy now. Embody joy now so that you can get to this state of union. All right? The bottom of the deck is Ascension. This is the process. It's letting go of those burdens. It's letting go of the old stagnant energy. It's letting go of the past to ascend, to become brand new, to become the best version of yourself. All right. that, we're going to do final messages from the Oracle of the Seven Energies. See what final messages want to come through. Higher self, Holy Spirit, guides and guardians of unconditional love. Thank you for bringing this message through. Okay. Power of purpose. Remember, your purpose is not union. Your purpose is unconditional love for self. Enter into this higher love, and that powerful purpose will move heaven and earth to bring you into union with your beloved. Time machine. There is no such thing as time truly is an illusion. It is all in divine timing. Begin to trust that more and know that wherever you're at is exactly where you're meant to be. Quiet the mind. Stop overthinking it. Stop giving into those negative thoughts. Change your inner dialogue to bring in more peace, more happiness, to bring in more love. Bottom of the deck, a powerful move. So there is a lot happening underneath the surface that you may not be able to see. Today's card of the day was the Chariot. There is a victory for all of us. We're all moving into the divine destinies that are meant for us. Just trust in that. All right? And have unconditional love for yourself and your counterpart for this process, this unbelievable process that we're all going through at this time. All right, sending lots of love to everyone. I hope everyone has a beautiful day. Take care.